I think it was Sigmund Freud who said something like, "One day in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful," in an Austrian accent or something. I don't know. I think that's bullshit. I feel like humans love to romanticize struggle. But struggle is painful, and I think it's just okay to just admit that struggle sucks. And you know what struggle? Change is struggle. Somebody leaves you, your friends move away, you need to go to a new place. If change means struggle, and struggle sucks, I guess that means that change too just flat out sucks. In 2019, with 1.5 years left in Singapore, I got my friends to agree to something strange. I got them to agree to let me randomly whip out my phone and start recording us sometimes. And okay, yeah, it took a while for them to get used to it. I started recording and then just bring the phone up like this, and okay, I kind of get why it would have been kind of awkward at first. But like after maybe 2 months of awkwardness, it kind of just became a normal thing, like oh, Sarb records us. And I ended up capturing some really beautiful moments on it. And because of COVID, that period of time lasted even longer. And I'm happy I got to capture it. But after that, it was just change, change, change. I moved to the US, lived in this off-campus apartment, and then I moved here. I started an internship, went to India, organized a meetup, went back to Singapore, met friends again, then came back. Then I joined clubs, and then I had new friend groups. And then this last semester, I felt like I was getting a rhythm, but wait, people are leaving. 80% of my closest friends somehow ended up being seniors. And they're all graduating. And for a while I didn't know what to do with that because unlike my friends from Singapore, I didn't actually capture as many moments with these guys as I would have wanted to. And that was scary because I didn't capture some really good times. I've always been afraid of feeling like I was in the good times. It sometimes felt like there's a finite amount of happiness in the world, and more now means borrowing happiness from later. Friends move away, relationships end. If you live somewhere, you move away. After the good times of my last year in Singapore, I spent the first semester expecting it not to be good. I just couldn't seem to find the college experience everyone talks so highly about. Okay, to be honest, I did after I joined clubs the next year. But I remember distinctly coming out of class at the end of semester and thinking that the struggle, the camping at linear algebra discussion, the coming to a completely new place, the meeting completely new people, it was kind of beautiful. Maybe any time can be the good times, but for different things. Maybe life comes in seasons, and this was a season of change, different from the season of stillness before it. This is Sarb's guide to figuring out what kind of good times you're in. Life comes in many flavors. You have your change chocolate, sadness sorbet, so many others. Now, sometimes only specific flavors are available. And you can complain that you can't have the flavors that aren't there, or you can really savor the flavors that are. Who knows? Maybe it's something you'd never try otherwise. And you know what? Even if you're in a different season, it's not like things just leave you. See, I think every person, place, thing we encounter fundamentally alters us forever. It's like a pair of pool balls in a physics experiment, hurtling towards each other, and after they collide, just altering each other's trajectory. And yeah, every person we interact with layers bits and pieces of themselves onto us and onto each other until we're all collages of personalities and experiences built up and worked on and changed over the thousands of people we've collided with. In that sense, and my dad says this all the time, change is the only constant. Like if there's something we can be certain of, it's that things will change. And it seems bad only if we focus on all of the things we're losing as opposed to all of the stuff we're gaining. And it's the loss that makes the gain possible. Kind of what Homer wrote in the Iliad. The gods envy us because we're mortal, because any moment may be our last. Everything is more beautiful because we're doomed. You'll never be lovelier than you are now. We'll never be here again. Also said pretty concisely, I think, by Vision, who says, a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. So yeah, in that sense, I guess Freud was right. Change is beautiful. I guess change doesn't necessarily equal bad times. So where I'm going with this is that I think I'm okay that I didn't capture every single moment in the last 2 semesters. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna be the mom of the group, but I think I'm okay to just experience moments because more and more it just feels like there's always gonna be so many more to come.